is finally D-Day for Maureen and Abbott. At the venue, preparations are underway to make sure that the grounds are ready for the ceremony. The grass seems to have gotten a little greener since the last time. A sea of white Shivari chairs litter the open field, and fortunately, the weather has remained disciplined, and the decor is more than done.
In the morning it was a bit tough because the chairs and the flowers came a bit late. Yeah, and I was being pushed a lot by the guys who are standing in for the bride. Yeah, we are really hoping it's not going to rain. It seems like it's going to rain, and the ceremony is in an open area and we can't afford to have our chairs rained on. There is no plan B. The bride wanted an open wedding, and that's what we are going to have.
The guests have already started trickling in, and the bride is right on time.
I'm feeling very, of course, excited, waiting for the moment. We are on time, and the priest is happy, I'm sure, so all will go well.
The groom is in the same vicinity and seems to be more relaxed.
I just decided to relax and take some tea and cool off my mind.
And speaking of cool, the weather seems to have developed a mind of its own, and the grey heavy clouds in the horizon aren't a good sign at all. All the same, the guests are already settled in for the ceremony. The bride is driven over to avoid taking a long walk in the thick grass. After all, it is her special day. Her father then walks the bride down the aisle and hands her over to Abbott. But the few umbrellas popping up from the crowd are a clear indication that the weather has taken its turn for the worse. The smartly dressed bridesmaids, on the other hand, are not amused by the sudden change of events. The pastor is left with no choice but to plead with a higher power to at least hold off the rain until the ceremony is over.
We have no strength to stop the rain, but we are your children. We ask you as our Father to kindly stop this rain at this hour, so that we can have a wedding for the two who are going to become one, united. Showers, but do not pour this rain upon us, is our humble prayer. We will thank you if you do it, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Clearly, they really need some divine intervention. With not even one tent in sight and lack of a plan B, these are the perfect ingredients for the recipe of disaster. Surprisingly, the soaked-up groomsmen can afford a smile. Same to the couple who have perhaps decided to stay positive despite the awkward situation. And with the rainy sky as their backdrop, the couple then say their vows.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I do it.
I do it.
After the rushed ceremony, the guests hurriedly move for cover at the reception area located not far away. The newlyweds take the opportunity to head to the photo shoot session. Unfortunately, the photo session is not what the couple had in mind, and for the moment, the makeshift shelter will have to do. Despite all this, the bridal party is smiling like they're in business, a message to Mother Nature to cheer up as well. And before we know it, the rain has let up and the camera can click away.
So far so good. Probably the challenge must have been the weather, but everything is turning out well and we are loving it. We are just continuing to pray that the weather will sustain as it has done so far. At first I felt down a little bit, but again I said no, my day cannot be, this is the only day that I'll remember in my life, and it cannot be ruined by a change of weather. Yeah.
For me, I took it positively. It was good, it was done in a different way. At least we'll have something to remember, you know. I mean, something that everybody, if people should forget everything, they'll remember that during our wedding day, it rained. If you can recall, it didn't rain yesterday. We had just a little bit of drizzling and all that, but then it didn't rain. The weather was perfect. But then today in the morning it rained, and you can see now the weather is so good. I mean, perfect weather, what you would want in any day. So you can really give advice on the weather.
Yeah, it's basically unpredictable, as you say.
Back at the reception, the guests have dried off and the joyful singing welcoming the couple shows that all is well. All in all, the day has been more than they expected and the couple is thankful.
The day was good. In the morning it started with rain a bit, but then it's ended well. I mean, guys have really enjoyed the music. It's everything we expected. The food was good. I mean, basically it was everything we expected. Yeah.
My name is Marion Obura. I am the CEO and founder of Majestic Events, and I am one of the lecturers at the Wedding Members Business Academy. If you're a certified planner, if you've been trained and you have a certificate, it proves to the couple that you've actually taken time to understand the nitty-gritties and the technicalities of planning a wedding. So being certified is a plus for you. There are many planners, as I said earlier, who will want to wake up one morning and call themselves a planner. But you decided to take your time and decided to learn about the practicalities of planning a wedding. Who will a couple take? A planner who just woke up one morning and says, I can plan, or one who is actually certified? So ladies and gentlemen,